Memo, you up?
I said, yo! I only took this battle so I can see what having a chance at losing feels like. Because from what I remember, when Sawyer was relevant like 10 years ago, he used to be tight. But now he's back and wants us all to respect his pen. Bitch, respect mine then. Because I too know how to use them things right. Shit, as soon as this round was brought to the table, the line started forming towards the punch like juice on prom night. T, this is gonna be a long night. So if you expected some sort of cakewalk, you should probably think again. I know my round's gonna be flawless from front to back, so if you're going for the perfect body, then it's gotta be a 10. But you say your pen's a problem though. Well, bitch, I got a problem with your pen. You need to stop writing these fucking rounds and give us all that feeling that they'll probably never end. Because at this point, we can pretty much always count on Sawyer's rounds to be 5 minutes over his time limit. That's your biggest problem, G. Just because you got a huge collection of pointless bullshit don't mean we want to hear a novelty.
Beast wrote that.
And all that cynical, mythical, biblical shit you pull, it's honestly just not for me. If I wanted facts only, I'd pop a Snapple, and I'm just being honest, T. Talk that shit. Bro, since you came back to the league, hold it down. Hold it the fuck down, man. Since you came back to the league, so far you've battled 3 SK, Deece. Since you came back to the league, so far you've battled 3 SK, Deece, and now me. Guess he's only battling dudes that are white. Who's next? Bacon? Regal? Motion? Shit, you might as well even throwing fucking coops and optic sights. Hold on. Bro, since you came back to the league, so far you battled 3 SK, Deece, and now me. Guess you're only battling dudes that are white. Who's next? Bacon? Regal? Motion? Shit, you might as well even throwing fucking coops and optic sights. And you've been on a tear since you joined the team, but for years, around here I've been the dude winning fights. Think Pierce's jersey retirement. Just because Thomas been the best lately don't mean he gonna ruin my night. Yeah, I've been the truth when I'm right. Yeah, I've been the truth when I'm right. So y'all should have done better research if you think that I'd just begun. Back in VT, I killed every rapper in the state before I moved to Mass and started making all them my sons. But prior to battling, I was an all-around MC, like you claim to be. My rhythm and my writtens can be laid on any drum, so just because you a top seed don't mean you shooting with me. You and
Pow! Everything we do is fire. Truth it. 5 o'clock Shadow battle review, and it's time to address the addressables. And it's also time to bring back one of the legends who's been kind of away for a little bit. And oh yeah. When I say legend, I mean it. I couldn't even pick the right sound effect for saying that sentence. Yeah, I said it, and he'll probably smoke you if you're mad about that statement too. Truth it is here. But the question is, am I by myself? No, I'm not by myself.
I wasn't ready for that one. I'm like just listening to you and shit.
Stacks is here. Stacks, how are you?
You know the vibes, big stepper.
All right. So we have a special guest in the building.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we should do more of these. Have special guests just to talk to them. But I personally don't want any white people on the show ever. Pow! He's here. Sorry, I was just kidding.
What up?
What up?
Memo is
got the whitest motherfucker
building.
In the
Memo, how are you, sir?
Good, man. How about you guys?
I am well. Memo, there was an event that just happened recently, and I have to speak on it because people have been putting my name in their mouth a little disrespectfully. So Did you happen to catch the TBL event, or are you kind of out of the loop?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched the pay-per-view on iBattle.
Okay, salute to the pay-per-view. Salute to iBattle for still doing that. Well, okay, first, let me give flowers, okay? Let me give flowers first and foremost to not only iBattle, but to Kenny Black. He has been working tirelessly from the promotion to the event till even now. Still, he's still in my inbox. What you think about this one versus this one? What you think about this? How do you think this should go? How do you think that should go? And he's chasing all the judges. He's still making sure battles and leagues, other leagues are popping off. Salute to TBLCT, TBL Master Wolf's Den. Bang. So he's running around doing a lot. And with the event being so successful, I haven't heard enough flowers being given to Kenny Black for pulling it off with Zay and the team over there. Yes, it's a whole entire team over there. They got a lot done with the team. It's a very successful event. Salute to Sun B and everything. The link to iBattle. Sun B's been helping out the region a lot lately too. Between the venue for King of the Five and the iBattle pay-per-view too. To judging, salute to him too. But yeah, I don't think Kenny Black has been getting the respect he deserves. Memo, what did you think about the pay-per-view?
I thought it was good. I thought a lot of the battles were dope. I thought there was some gas in the room, some bias, I mean, you'll always have that. But I thought overall, like most of the battle, like the footage was crisp and the battles were pretty fire. The crowd was live. I mean, what more can you ask, right?
Right. Bosco sent a shout out. Bosco, one of the trailblazers, is sending a shout out to you, Memo.
What up, Bosco? I heard you killed shit the other night. Wish I could.
Yes, he had a fire battle the other night with one Hoodie Kruger. Memo, did you watch the Caswell battle?
I did.
Now, there's a lot of controversy going on because some said that's in the running for Battle of the Night. I mean, for Body of the Night, not Battle of the Night. Don't kill me. For Body of the Night. Do you think that was one of the bodies of the night?
Yeah, I mean, pretty clearly, right? I mean,
all right.
Yeah, I think it was.
Okay, no problem. Before we get into that, we need to park the show for 2 seconds just to congratulate Iraq the Great and his woman for bringing into the world a new child. So salute to Iraq the Great for that.
Congrats, bro.
Fatherhood definitely changes people. And like, listen, Iraq, you can't be on that do something all the time now because you got kids to think about. So honestly,
real nigga down.
Yeah,
that's the reason I haven't battled in almost 3 years. I got 2 now.
Oh man.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
2 little.
All right. Yeah. Listen, they don't. When I started battling, I had like 6 or 7 kids running around.
Jesus.
To the point where it's like y'all think I had Willow as a crutch. No, I had it because no one else would babysit her. They was like, we watching too many kids. I was like, all right, I'll take her with me. Damn it.
We already got 5. You want 6?
All right. Salute to GK. GK said he ended his spaces just to come support the 5. GK, I did not know that you were doing spaces now. I have never tried to overstep my bounds or anything like that with trying to go at the same time as anybody else helping New England media. So I apologize for that. We are here though with Memo. So Memo, do you feel like Caswell won? Do you feel like Dystopia won one of those 3 rounds?
No, not really. I mean, I think he probably got more hate than maybe he deserved. I mean, there was a couple lines that I think got slept on, but I mean, I actually think I'm not gonna lie. When Dystopia first came on the scene, I didn't see the potential really.
And then he actually got better. Like, you know, I've been kind of on the sidelines the past few years, like just watching battles. And like, I've watched like his battle versus QP. He was pretty good. I mean, I thought he got gassed a little bit that battle, but I think he's like progressed, you know? Yeah. I think this was definitely like a step back. I don't know. I think he was like playing that like alien card too much and people didn't really want to hear that shit. You know, he was like trying to be like a little too out there in that battle. I don't know.
Even with his battle with AP, I said AP. Oh my god, don't kill me, AP. His battle with QP, I question it because it's very well known that he is mentored by QP. So I'm like, did they write together? Did they, like, you know what I'm saying? I start thinking like that, which is kind of like, you know, a little cynical, but it's like, I think like that. And I just, when he first came on, I didn't understand. I thought he was phenomenal at doing bar breakdowns. Like the shit he was doing, like when he was doing his little bar breakdowns and making the videos, I said, man, this nigga, this is where he's good at. Like, he's good at doing this shit. And when he battled Caswell, and I'm looking around and I'm like, this is exactly how I've always felt about how the room is feeling about him. This is exactly how I always felt about him. I never understood what was so great. Cool person, cool dude, but like rapping wise, like I just was like, you know, I never cared for him. Like, I just never cared for him at all. So when I watched him versus, I think he got the exact great reaction that he deserved for the one bar that I remember that he said that was fire, which was the Street Sharks bar.
All right. Adrian Price is here. It is time for me to give my side of the argument. Okay. I was waiting just to show that there's levels in knowing battle rap. And I'm gonna show AP right now.
Wait, the level. First, before you get into that, salute to Bella.
Oh.
Salute to Bella. Love her.
All right. First off, before I get to telling AP and showing AP that there's levels when it comes to New England battle rap and knowing your shit, I just first would like to say, fuck you, bitch. Okay. Now, with that being said, also PHAROAH, one of the mayonnaise maulers, one of the
racist.
Yo.
One of the Noxzema face covers, one of the
trailblazers,
one of the pasty patriots, PHAROAH. It's time for me to tell you guys why I gave that round to why I gave that round to round 2 to Dystopia. And once I'm done, it's going to make sense to everybody. And I don't want to hear no apologies. I don't want to hear, okay, now I understand it. I don't want to hear no truth it. I'm sorry. You have always been the Jedi of New England battle rap, and you let these niggas tarnish your name. MEMO, are you ready? Stacks, are you ready?
No.
All right, let's get into this shit. Let's get into this shit. Now, in the building is different than in the on cam, right? So any of y'all who have an opinion and you weren't there, shut up. You have no grounds to talk. MEMO, is it true that watching a battle in person, it could be different than on cam?
I mean, to a certain degree.
No, I don't know. Just yes or no is fine.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, thank you. Okay, that's it. That zip. Thank you. So now that we've established that,
I gotta mute.
Now that we've established that, I'm going to say yes. I was one of the judges that gave Dystopia round 2, and I'll tell you why. I'm also going to tell you why AP and PHAROAH, aka the Cream Cheese Crusader, was absolutely wrong and what they were saying about me being wrong. Okay. Let me tell you about round 2. During round 2, I tried to stand away from anybody. I tried to stay away from people's sides during the battles. I tried to stand in a neutral place because the energy I knew would affect me. Now, I do say that I was standing on Gutter's side when he battled D White. So maybe that's why my opinion on that battle was flawed. And once I watch it, I will be quick to apologize, especially if he did have a lot of his material catered towards Gutter. Now, regarding Caswell and Dystopiate, Dystopiate started off round 1. And Dystopiate was terrible. He started making jokes. He tried to be funny. He tried to be, like hoo hoo ha ha. And his jokes did not work at all. His approach was absolutely wrong. Then in round 1, Caswell left Earth. Caswell probably had Caswell's first round. If you put it against any other first round that entire night, it could compete, if not beat. I say that.
He left his flat ass Earth behind.
Yes. Okay. So round 2, Dystopiate started to rap. He changed his approach. He was a little more serious. Oh, AP, I while you're typing, I hope you are paying attention to this because I'm about to show levels. Do you know how, Memo, you show levels sometimes when you battle people?
I guess.
Damn it, just one word. Answers, please. Just yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. There are levels to what I'm about to do. And I'm about to tell you now. Are you guys ready? I was high. Listen, the smoke in the building was fucking thick. I don't smoke weed. I never smoked weed in my life. If you ask me if I've ever smoked weed in my life, the answer is no. I swear to God, I do not smoke weed. Never smoked weed. And I was high as shit in that building. I was high. I admit it. I was high. And I was like talking to myself during Dystopiate's round. I was like, hey, yo, this nigga Dystopia. He ain't funny, but I did like the way he got on his knees and started swinging his arms like this at Caswell. Like, if he would have actually nicked Caswell's knees, Caswell might not have been able to finish the round. And then Caswell.
Weirdest shit I ever seen. When the nigga got down like that, I said, this nigga, what the fuck he about to do? I was like, right. That type of shit. I ain't like that. Niggas talking about the H2O, the shit. That shit right there. I was like, oh, this nigga's on some freaky shit on the stage. I ain't like that shit.
Right. And you know how I know I was high? When niggas was like, yo, the judges that gave Dystopia the round were fucking bugging. I was like, yeah, they fucking bugging. I'm hungry. I was like, anybody got any snacks? Them judges are fucking bugging. Like, nigga, like Memo, you weren't there, right? So, but did you see smoke, or at least on the on-demand video? Did you see the smoke? Did you see the clouds of smoke? Now imagine if you don't smoke weed and you standing there and you trying to get away. I swear to God, why is Uzumaki sat in the way back corner until his battle? Because the weed was affecting him. You motherfuckers don't have any sympathy for non-weed smokers at these events. Black motherfuckers. Fucking weed smokers. I was high. Listen, I don't know. I really don't know what I was high. That's the only thing I can go with. I tried to make sense of it. I tried to practice my speeches. I tried to do everything. I was high. I was high. Memo, have you ever gotten high before?
Many times, man. I'm pretty sure I was high watching that battle, and did not even consider giving the second round to Dystopia.
All right, shut the fuck up, Memo. All right, I'm fucking tired of your shit. Okay. But you weren't there. Exactly. You were high at home. I was high in the building. Like, I was trying my, like, niggas was rolling. And who was standing next to me? Jay Ryder was like, and Jay Ryder, you can deny this all you want, but I know because I was there. Jay Ryder was rolling his weed, and then smoke was going into his face. And then, you know, like how weed smokers blow the smoke out and breathe it back in? He was doing that shit while he was rolling his weed. He ain't even light his shit yet. And you know what Jay Ryder said? That was all right. What Dystopia said there was all right. And I was like, yeah. And then Dystopia was talking about being an alien, right? I'm high. He's an alien. I thought I was in another space. Fucking bang. I say no more. Do you understand, Memo? Do you understand how that could happen?
I guess, man, especially if you've never smoked. Like,
yes, I promise I don't. The only thing in this is nicotine. This is it.
You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed of holding that shit on camera like that. I see this my shit that I smoke right here. The fuck? Like,
I was high. Okay, that's all. I don't like. I swear. I literally, when they said 3 of the judges voted for Dystopia, I was like, yo, Sun B is a fucking idiot. Fuck Sun B. Fuck City Towers. They all dumb as shit. And then I went and looked back at my thing and I said Caswell 2-1. I said, oh shit, it was me. And then I tried to see if there was a way I could like delete it and then repaste 3-0 body. Oh my goodness. So, you know, the smear campaign went on and it was warranted. And I had to try to find a way to make sense of it, Memo. And I was high. Do you believe me, Memo?
I believe you, bro. I mean, it's hard to believe, but I believe it. Based on what I saw, it's pretty fucking hard to believe, but that was one of the clearest 3-0s I think I've seen in a while. So
thank you. Thank you for believing in me. I swear, for baby Jesus, I was high. I was like dizzy. I was like, it was crazy, man. I was calling City Towers gutter. It was just like some weird shit going on, man. Like, oh man, it was bad. It was bad. But yeah, I was high. That's all I can go with. I was high. Listen, if you guys want to throw events where you want people to smoke, that's fine. Nothing wrong with it. This is the only criticism I have of the entire event from lead up to end. If you're going to have someone smoke, that's fine, but at least have a window in the venue where you can at least crack it when the battles are going on. Have a fan. Can you get a fucking fan? And I'm not talking about a fan of Battle Rack. I'm talking about a window fucking fan. Like,
nah, no cap. I can't lie. My throat was fucking burning.
On fire.
I said, yo, of course I want to hang with all the niggas that's smoking. I'm fucking over there with Rada and fucking Yo. Yo got a fucking some shit in his hand and he like, yo, let me get my other shit and I'm gonna face this one. I'm gonna put this shit in rotation. I'm like, nigga, excuse me? Like, y'all don't even need all of that right now.
And
like,
niggas wasn't smoking together. Every nigga had their own joint. Every single one. Nobody was sharing with nobody. No, I guess because of COVID. So I understand it's COVID. You don't want your lips touching anything anybody else's lips is touching. We're not wearing masks just recently. But like, that's what I'm going to blame it on. That's what I'm blaming on. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I'll be expecting an apology from AP and PHAROAH as soon as the 5 is over. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's get into it, Memo. Memo, you are back. Not only back in New England rap, battle rap, but you are back with your own battle that's coming up, yes?
Yep. Saturday night. First battle since Gutta in November of 2019, I think.
Jeez, it does not feel that. I went
2020. I think it was 2020. What is it?
I went with you to that event.
2019.
Yep. I went with you to that event, and it doesn't even feel that. I remember when we went over that bump, and I thought the car was going to like explode. And he was like, it's just a bump. Did anything happen to your car because of that?
I don't think so, man.
That's crazy.
Still running. So
yeah, that was a pothole. That was like the mother of all potholes in Mass. But yeah, so the battle with Gutter happened, and then you were away. Where have you been?
So I actually Chilla booked me on that what was it, the GZ card that was like that March, right when COVID hit. Remember there was a card that weekend. I was supposed to battle that dude Versatai from like out west, which actually was like some of my best material ever. I was so fucking pissed when that battle got canceled. And then COVID hit and like shut the world down. No one was battling for months. And then, my wife all of a sudden became pregnant with little boy number 2. So I haven't wanted to.
How did that happen?
Well, you know. Anyways, I just kind of like, you know, I got a new job. I had 2 little rugrats running around and was just busy as shit and just like didn't think, you know, I didn't think it, obviously when COVID was in its height, that it was smart for me with like 2 small children to be out, you know, hanging out with a bunch of hooligans, smoking weed and shit. So I kind of just became a homebody, and Lex hit me up like a month or 2 ago, and I was like, let's fucking do it, bro. Threw a couple like big names at me that couldn't do it, and then we settled on what's his name? Timothy. Anyways, I'm battling Timothy on Saturday.
So you're taking shots already. You're like, oh, I don't know. What's his name? So since 2019, like battle rap is ever evolving. A lot has changed since 2019. What are some of the battlers that you've the newcomers that you've been impressed with, and who have you seen progress?
I'll be honest, like I have the iBattle app and I pay for it. So I watch a lot of iBattle. I pretty much watch all the pay-per-views. I really like, God, like a lot of the new class kids are just freaking fire on there. Death the Kid is like crazy. Even these newer guys like Phoebo, he's really good. And then like a lot of the New England dudes I've been trying to follow a little bit. I know like the kid Ben Superior in the card, he's super fire.
Oh man. Ben Superior is a problem.
Yeah. And then obviously like, you know, LSG, it's been cool watching him come up. He's killing it. And then even just like, you know, watching dudes like Gutta, who like honestly, even like from my battle against him compared to what I saw the other night, like everyone's been progressing. So, you know, obviously, yeah, I gotta do my thing Saturday because everyone's been progressing and I'm just kind of haven't done anything in 2.5 years. I think, you know, it's typical me. I don't think it's like, you know, pushing the envelope or anything, but I'm pretty happy with my material.
All right. So with a lot of the youngins, the new classes that have come along, do you feel like you're like a grumpy old man now, like a grumpy old grizzled veteran? Like they are like young, and you got kids now. Tell us how hard it is to prepare while having kids as opposed to preparing when you would there was just nobody.
Dude, I'm old as shit, man. I'm like 6 years from 40. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, luckily, like, I probably wouldn't have taken the battle if Lex didn't hit me up like weeks ahead of time. Like it was like 6 or 7 weeks. Like I'm in no way like at a stage where I would take a battle like 3 to 4 weeks out. Back in the day, I would have taken, you know, I take something like 3 weeks out. Before. So luckily I had enough time. I actually had the bars like written probably like a month ago. And then since then I've been like dialing them in and like fixing little things here and there. So luckily I feel like pretty much as prepped as I can be, knock on wood.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, you know.
Timothy is ready, says Goose. He on 100. Are you concerned at all that now that you're facing people younger that aren't as experienced but are hungry? Like you said, you would have taken a battle 3 weeks out or whatever, and now that, and a lot of these young guys, they are where you were at one point, like where if a league owner would call you, be like, okay, it fits, and then I'll take it. and you just wanted to be out there as much as possible. Now, I've been telling them, slow down. Like, listen, let them miss you for a little bit. You've been doing too much to a lot of these young battle rappers, but they so high off of it that they gave Diz the second round as well. No, they're so high that they'll take battles back to back to back to back and not give themselves room to breathe. What advice do you have for them?
I mean, I was the same way when I was first getting into it. You know, it's like super exciting to be part of. Once you first start gaining that momentum, you just want to take every fucking battle you can, right?
Yep.
The good thing for me, like this battle to me is, it's like a win-win, because if I win and kill it, then like all of a sudden, like, great, you know, Lex books me again. I hopefully kind of start to build my way back on the scene.
Yeah.
If I get smoked, I can retire again and not have to like deal with battle rap drama again. So like, I really don't care either way what happens. I just hope it's one or the other. I hope it's not like a decent battle where it's like, all right, Memo's like kind of back, and I'm like, ah, fuck, should I take another battle?
All right. So
one or the other.
I was having this interesting conversation last night with Aunt Keith in the spaces, because he's getting ready to battle 3SK. You know, I always speak highly of 3SK. Like, he's a vet, he's solidified. Like, he's one of those ones in New England. And we were talking about, like, you know, giving shots. Like, to me, 3SK doesn't need to take that battle, right? Like, it does nothing for him. Like, he's already solidified. He has a legacy, if you will, you know, in New England. And, you know, Aunt Keith was talking to me, said, you know what, but nobody's watching him right now. So to me, I'm giving him a shot, because he's going to be viewed a lot more than he was, because he was, you know, comparing stats, and this battle didn't have as much as my battle, and blah, 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 blah. Do you think it can be that other way around, where somebody that's a rookie might be giving a vet a shot because of, you know, them being stagnant, or, you know, or being dormant as far as like battling?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I see it both ways. I think like 3SK and I had like a similar issue where, you know, obviously like reality is like typically people like book me and 3SK against other like, you know, witty, like funny white dudes or whatever, right? Like that's standard. And, like, you hit a point where like you battled all those dudes on the scene, right? So you have to start like taking these like different matches that you wouldn't normally take. Hence Timothy. Like Lex and I were actually like going back and forth, and it was just like, yeah, I battled him, and it was just like,
yeah,
you know, and style, and you take a match that makes sense stylistically. And like Timothy, you know, he's an up and comer, but he's funny. I think he's cool. I think it'll make for a good battle. That's why I took it. Like, regardless, the kid's funny, as a similar style to me. Like, I could care less if people say I lost or they say I got bodied, as long as people like enjoy my shit and think it's a good battle. Like, at this stage of my career, that's all I really care about.
But don't you think there's something to be said about how do you feel? Like, let's say if a league owner feels like that, let's say Wise, because he has one of the youngest rosters in New England, right? You say, okay, look, I'm on my return run. You know, I've been doing this for a long time. You know, let's get me out there. I want to go on your platform. And Wise is like, okay. And then doesn't talk money at all. And then when you say, hey, will I be compensated? And he says, well, to be honest, your name on a flyer might not generate the type of, you know, generate ticket sales. What do you say to that? Do you think this is all about what have you done for me lately? Or do you think what you've put into the culture should speak for itself?
I mean, I think it's fair, man. I mean, I think the people that are like giving back to the culture and being involved should be rewarded the highest. Like, to be honest, like you probably saw, actually right around the time that I was getting the itch to come back, I actually threw my hat in the Chow Time thing. I decided to like go in for it. And I didn't get picked. And like, you know, obviously I used to be team, like Chilla used to put me on all the GZ cards. But at the end of the day, I realized like I probably didn't get picked because I haven't even shown my face at a battle rap event in 2.5 years, or even like, been involved. And that's fair. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, if Wise was to hit me up, I would probably, like, I'm at a point where I'm either going to take a battle on a league like I Battle or 413, my home league, just for the sake of like being on a league that I really want to be on. If it's a smaller league, I probably will ask for money. And if he said something like that, like, honestly, dude, like, I don't think you're going to sell tickets, I would agree and say, it just doesn't really make sense. So,
Yeah, because there's always like, I think there's always, you can like, you can find a balance of not lowering your standards, but being understanding, like, right? So recently, like, Sawyer hasn't been battling, and a lot of people want to book Sawyer. They're like, what do you want? What do you want? And Sawyer's telling them, I want $1,000 to battle. Like, what I'm saying, if you give me a big name, I'll take a little bit less, but I still want to be paid. I still want to be compensated. And a lot of people, well, not, I won't say a lot of people, but I think a lot of leagues were feeling like, like, that's a lot, you know what I'm saying? But you have to really think about the things he's done. And even if Sawyer's hasn't battled in 2 years now, he still would draw a crowd out for people to watch him. So it's like, I always like when people hit me up, like battlers hit me up, and they talk about their worth and stuff like that. It's like, know your worth, but also know that like these leagues are also up and coming, and they're putting a lot of money into their events. They're putting a lot of money into everything else. So be considerate of them, as long as they're being considerate, of you.
For sure.
Memo, do battle rappers have worth?
I think a lot of them think they have more worth than they really do. But yeah, absolutely. It's a business. It's not a full-time career, but absolutely, man. I mean, I remember like probably my first 10 to 12 battles, I was all about just getting to the point where I could get names. And then when I started to get guys like Carter Deems, Uno Lavos, Laffenstock, at that point it was like, all right, you either going to book me a guy like that or give me a bag. And that's like the ideal. That's where you get to in battle rap, where you can get enough good names on your resume where at that point it's like, why would I go from him to him? Like, sure, I'll do it, but I need what I want. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a business. It's a big puzzle. It's all strategic.
And that's one thing I talk about, like with a lot of the younger battlers now, because I feel like battle rap's getting younger. Like, I feel like a lot of people that are starting to battle are younger than what you would normally see. So I tell a lot of the younger dudes, like, I know you want the big names, but kill everybody in your region first. Like, make a name for yourself in your region, so that when you go to other regions, you're known as somebody in your region. So now you're getting even better looks other places too. Because I feel like, for instance, Just DJ just had Swamp. What does he do after that? Like, where does he go? Who does he battle? But there's still a lot of people that he could battle that are fire out here. You know
For sure.
Yeah.
Like,
you got to find the mix,
Yeah.
Big name and then kind of like step back and then a bigger name. You know what I mean? It's not going to be like big name.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
I don't really subscribe to the theory of names anyway. I feel like the reason why you take any battle is because you can make it look good on cam. I don't care about a challenge. I don't care about if this guy can kill me or not. I care about, do our styles create a memorable battle? Because if someone, let's say you want Lex to notice you, if he types your name in a YouTube and just sees battles, and you can't say, oh, but I battled Sawyer. Sawyer's a big name in the region. He don't give a fuck about that. He's watching you to see what you see, your product, because you're the product he might invest in. So he wants to see you. So a lot of people put too much stock in, oh, I'm going to battle him or I'm going to battle that. My thing is, what should be a higher priority is, I'm going to battle this guy who's a rookie, because I know his style and my style, if we both are on 100, will create a competitive, entertaining battle. I think, because like you said, this is business. And there's no such thing as names in battle rap unless you are on URL or King of the KOTD.
Top 10% of King of the Dot,
yeah.
Why do you think we were so excited for D White and Gutter? Because we knew that would be a good match as far as stylistic.
For sure.
Yeah.
We were thinking like, damn, Gutter really don't have to take this battle, because Gutter to me is a vet, like, you know what I'm saying, and D White to me is a rookie, like, you know what I'm saying, he's an up and comer. So it's like, it really realistically he doesn't need to take the battle, but I think I think he won, saw people were comparing D White to him and was like, okay, let me see what this is about. And two, they both knew that it would make for a good battle. Like, and that's what is important.
Right. And look at it this way. D White battled J Soldier, CJA, and Gutta. Ben Superior battled Andy battled and their stock is still around the same. D White stock might be a little bit higher now, and I'm not arguing that his stock is a little bit higher, but they're both considered the number 1 and or number 2 interchangeable in their league, because it's all about Ben Superior's performances, not about who he battled, not the level, quote unquote, of competition. So I think that that's becoming antiquated, and I think in battle rap that's going to change. With that being said, Memo, when you do come back and you start doing your 413 run, salute the 413. We miss you. Yes. When you do come back and have that feel, are you going to start being a little more selective of who you battle, as opposed to styles clash, or as opposed to entertaining battles?
Yeah, I mean, I think in general, I'm like pretty much retired. I'm gonna do like a few battles a year, so it's got to make sense. But I mean, I'm not like, my days of like getting guys like Carter Deems and stuff, I see as behind me, because I don't deserve names like that anymore, because I'm not working anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna get local people that make sense. I just, at this point, I want to do like probably a few battles per year and have it be, a local legend. My potential matchup at 413 is like, I'm really excited about it if we can lock it in. It's like, it makes a lot of sense. So someone hasn't been on the scene in years. So
okay, so do you have that mindset because of the addiction to battle rap?
Oh yeah, I'm super addicted.
Yeah, that's another thing.
I mean, like, I just have, like, my wife gets mad at me all the time because we'll just be sitting on the couch and like she's trying to watch a show and I'm just watching battles and she just hears like guys screaming. I try as much as I try to get away from it, I just can't. Like, that's why I took this battle. I mean, I was, I haven't battled in 2.5 years, so like I should have just stuck with it and retired, but I've been itching the whole time. So
all right, so
we're trying to get Truthit back on the scene, because people
Truthit back
a lot about, I don't know if they think I'm Truthit's manager or something, but they hit me up a lot about like Truthit coming back to battle, and sometimes I get a little frustrated because it's like, okay, where was this love when he was active, right? And it's like, just me looking at it like from the outside, and it's like, we knew Truthit was fire, but I don't feel like he got the recognition. But now that he's getting the recognition, do you think that like he should ride that wave? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's hot commodity.
You got to come back, Truthit. You were like just starting to catch fire right before you.
Yeah.
Look, Iraq said in Truthit 2v2. That would
I might come outside for that one. I might come outside for that one. So Memo, your battle is coming up against Timothy. You are semi-retired, but like, I just wish it's like
a Willow for watching right now.
Oh, it's like an abusive relationship, man. Battle rap is like an abusive relationship. I hate this motherfucker so much.
Is that your daughter, Willow?
Yeah.
You got to get her back in the ring.
I know, right?
So interestingly enough, I was talking to Pressure at Chow Time, and Pressure's like, "Where's your daughter? Why isn't she rapping?" And I said, because I don't know if I could watch someone be really disrespectful to her like that for 3 rounds and not want to put "that's my daughter." And he said, you can't stop your daughter's goals and what she wants to do because of your fears and your concerns. If she wants to get in the ring, then you should let her get in the ring. Do you agree or disagree?
How old is she now?
14.
Ooh.
That's still young. Stop trying to put me against Willow. If anything, we do a 2v2, and now that will be nasty. That would be nasty.
I mean, there's like a lot of like 16 and 17-year-olds killing it, but 14 is kind of like, the cameo is cool, but I don't know, man. You don't want her being subjective.
Yeah, and I don't mind having her in the cameo, and I don't mind like her jumping in and stuff like that. But what Pressure said did resonate with me, because it does feel like if she wants to do it, I'm kind of holding her back. So I don't know. That's just one of the things that I've been
To
struggling with.
judge it, like you know your kid, you know what I'm saying, you know what you I won't say parents know everything about their kid, but I think you can gauge like if she's ready or if she'll be able to handle it, because that's what really matters, right? Like it's like if she wants to step into this, she has to be ready and she has to mentally be capable of handling whatever is thrown her way. I know it's hard as a parent to like, watch certain things, but it's like if she's good, then you can be good. You know what I mean?
Memo, can you please tell Willow about how everybody shows you love? You're always the GOAT when you're winning, but when you lose a battle, how they're laughing at you. The same people will laugh at you, make jokes, make memes, especially if you get bodied.
I don't want to tell her that, man. You're her dad. You tell her about that.
I'm interviewing
I
you
mean,
on
it's
this
really,
show,
it's not,
fucker.
I wouldn't say it's that extreme,
Yeah,
You
you're right.
You
You're
go
right.
smoke it off, drink it off, and
Be strong. I think
next one.
if she wanted to for real jump in, and I'm not for real. Like if she want to, I might pop out for that. Do a little two.
For a 2-on-2?
Yeah.
Let me find out. Bang.
Why
Okay.
Why not?
All right. Memo. Anything else before we let you go?
Not really, man. I'm excited to battle. It's been a long fucking time. I'm gonna probably hop off in a minute here and practice my bars, make sure they're good.
Are there any other battles on the card that you're looking forward to?
Oh.
I mean, I'm really looking forward to CJA and Mike P. I mean, I'm looking for, obviously like XL and
J Soldier.
J Soldier is gonna be dope, and Pressure and Capagama.
Yeah,
yeah, that should be pretty dope. I mean, I'm sure they'll all be good. But yeah, CJ and Mike P is gonna be fucking crazy.
I'm ready for that.
Yeah, CJ is just like insane.
Yeah.
So Bosco said, you and him have to meet in the ring.
Yeah, I'm down, man. We've
NBA
talked about it for years.
Memo versus Bosco. Okay,
so that's one that I'd be interested in now.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Makes sense.
Yep.
But yeah, CJ and Mike is gonna be fucking insane. I haven't heard CJ's bars, but I know they're gonna be amazing.
I know.
It will be ready.
He's
more ready than he's ever been.
P for a long time too. Like he's always talked about Mike P.
All right. Memo. Now we talked about an older a vet like Bosco that you could possibly see maybe 2022, 2023. Is there a young person you might want to see 2022, 2023? Give us a name of someone young you've been watching. Oh, I got one. How would you and Ben Superior go?
I mean, it's a style clash, but
yeah,
probably be fire. I'm trying to think. I don't fucking know, man. All these young kids would probably smoke me. A lot of these like the young dudes on iBattle are just like insanely clever, like just bar after bar.
Yeah.
So, but like that, you guys know my style. Like I punch a lot, but I also like go up there to like mainly just put on a show and like
have fun. Yep.
I try to clown. I do a combination of like
you joke here and there,
storytelling, punching, like if people are expecting me to be like CJ and just like punch, like that's not it. That's not what I'm gonna bring. So hopefully people still fuck with it. Honestly, like my style is kind of like extinct, to be honest. Like a lot of people don't really have a style like mine anymore. So I'm hoping it's either like a breath of fresh air and people fuck with it, or people are like, what the fuck is this dude doing?
I think it will be the former, not the latter. You are important to this culture. Also, thank you for still supporting New England battle rap. When I asked the question, I kind of was scared. I thought you were going to say, oh no, man, I didn't watch Chow Time. I haven't watched anything in New England. And
dude, so I'll be honest, and a lot of people probably don't realize this, and I hope like no one's like hit me up and thought I ignored them, but my actual Memo random page, like where I typically promoted all my battle raps, got hacked like out of the blue like 9 months ago.
Okay.
One morning I just like got an email that said like someone from Arkansas like went into my account, changed the password. So, and I try to keep like battle rap shit off my regular government.
Yeah.
And because of my job and just like whatever family and shit. So that's like one of the main reasons that kind of I was like, all right, maybe that's a sign I should just fucking officially retire. But I'm back. Here I am.
He's back. Listen, don't sleep. And I'm sorry that it came into existence, but I am going to really push for that MEMO versus Bosco.
Yeah.
Hopefully, are you available in April?
Probably not, because I'm doing this one, and then I have 413 in June, which is going to be.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be like 2.5 months after. That's where I think like if I keep battling after this one, it's going to be like every couple months. I don't think I'll ever go back to the point where it's every month. We'll see. We'll see how like motivated I feel after this.
All right.
But definitely, let's lock it at some point. I'm down.
Yep. So so here's my prediction. You're going to have butterflies because it's going to be your first battle in a long time. But then after you walk off the stage and all that anxiety is gone, you're going to be like, I want to get up there like now.
I think so too. I think
that's what's going to happen.
Back in it is like
probably.
I have a feeling. I have a feeling too.
And then in 413, when all of that love pours, it's going to be
that packed because you already know that.
Yeah.
It's going to be fucking lit.
It's gonna. I'm getting there early. I am not. The parking is weird.
He's battling Timothy. So there's that.
Lion's Den. I'm not honestly that familiar with him, but I've heard a lot about him, and I've heard that he's pretty good. So
he's good. Yeah, I mean, he only has a few. Unless I'm like missing some battles, I could only find like 2 battles of his.
We'll be able to find a third one after this weekend.
I
know. But no, he's good. I like him. He's reminds me of like a young me. But I just don't think he has the experience. I think he'll he's obviously gonna like write his ass off against me.
Yeah.
I'm obviously I would like to think I'm a good look for him. But I don't think he has a fucking chance. We'll see.
Sunby said he's dropping the battle schedule.
It doesn't matter what the schedule is. He doesn't have a fucking chance against MEMO.
Bang.
All right.
We'll see. All right, guys.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna peace out and go run these rounds.
All right, man. Good luck to you this weekend. Good luck to everybody in battle Mike P versus CJA. One of the battles going down. I apologize that I did not share the flyer on the live. Make sure to send me that flyer, Sunbeam, and I will make sure to share it all over. All right, it's your boy Truth It. 5 o'clock Shadow battle review. Fuck spelling your name right, you fucking fuck. All right.